If you have ever applied for a visa, you already know this feeling. You submitted your documents, you checked and make sure that everything is good, everything is in total, 100%, nothing is missing. Then you started refreshing your emails like Kilode, like say your life depends on it. And then you started waiting. Sometimes you wait for days, weeks, or even months. You keep waiting, so your bum they pay you, and all you hear is just complete silence. No email, no text message, no call, no approval mail, nothing. See, in 2026, global travel demand is very, very high, and embassies are very busy. There is backlog everywhere, I can tell you. And there is this approval rate that are not always consistent. So instead of guessing, I just decided to look into the data to know which way, not to know which countries that are fast, but which countries that are consistently fast. Hear me very well, consistently fast and predictable. The fastest visa is not the one that is approved within 24 hours. Sometimes, the smartest visa is the one that is approved with the highest approval probability. So before you apply for a visa, or before I even start my countdown, let me explain exactly how I evaluated these 5 countries from 5 to 1. This is very, very important. I ranked these 5 countries based on 5 factors. And the number 1 is the average processing time. That is the number of days or working days it takes from the day you submitted your visa application to the day decision was made on that visa application. That is number 1 factor I use in evaluating these 5 countries. If a country consistently processes visa, let's say within 3 to 5 business days or 3 to 5 working days, that is a strong efficiency. But if it stretches to maybe 30 days plus with delays here and there, that is too risky. So the second factor is historical refusal rate. Refusal rate is the percentage of number of applications that got denied or got refused. So for example, if 100 people submitted an application and 20 of them were rejected or refused, that is 20% refusal rate. But if out of 100 that submitted, only 2 or 3 were rejected, that's a very high predictable acceptance rate. That is gold mine. So lower refusal rates always means that applications are well documented and well written. They have higher chances of approval probability. You package your stuff very well and your application is well documented, everything is intact, your approval success rate is very high. The third factor is what I call digital visa infrastructure. So questions like, is this process fully online? Do I need to visit an embassy? Or do you need, is this mobile friendly, or is it integrated with airlines or travel systems? So these are the critical questions that one needs to ask and consider why you want to apply for your visa. Just to put in mind that these factors will help you to determine which countries will meet your demand or your intention, your intended travel mission. Countries with advanced digital systems always tend to process their applications faster, and that means reduced bottlenecks or backlogs for them. So these are the countries that you need to be looking at when you want to apply for your visa. And I tell you, these countries will make your application seamless and fast, more than you think. So the number 4 factor is what I call application simplicity. You do check how complicated their paperwork is. Some countries have this extensive documentation and interviews when you go, or when you, in fact, for you to even finish the form, now wahala. Then you now start going for interview, while others just keep some things very straight and straightforward. For short-term tourism, you don't need to waste time. You don't even need to go to embassy. You don't need to do interview. Online, apply, piam, approved, and you move. So make it simple. The simpler the application, the lower the chances of error. And you know what they say, errors often cause delays or refusals. So sometimes when you even have too many things to fill in your application, that could lead to too many errors as well. So some of these countries, they have just simplified application process and documentation. Those are the ones you should be looking at. So the 5th one is predictability of outcome. This is a strategic factor. Some countries have or are fast, but they are not consistent, while others take standard time or have very simple approval pattern. Predictability gives you confidence, and in visa application or planning, confidence matters a lot. Let me count down from number 5 on my list of countries. Number 5 is Thailand. Thailand visa is accessible and efficient for every tourist. See, in 2026, they have e-visa options for many nationalities and also visa on arrival for eligible travelers. Minimal documentation for short-term tourism. E-visa processing is typically under 10 business days. Visa on arrival itself is immediately if you qualify. Thailand is friendly for budget travelers, that is those with small money, chicken money, for first-time international tourists, for short-time leisure trips. But there is a catch. Always confirm or check whether your country qualifies for visa on arrival before you apply, because they know the joke with that eligibility list is very important, very, very important. So let's go to Turkey. Turkey is number 4 on my list, and Turkey operates one of the most efficient digital visa system globally. So their visa processing is fully online, fully automated. No embassy visits required, minimal paperwork. For many eligible nationalities, approval usually takes maybe hours or even minutes. Why is Turkey's visa working very well? It's because they have digitized everything. Every of their process is fully digitized, fully online. So, but there is a caveat here. Fast digital approval does not mean you should apply when you're supposed not to, or when you did not qualify. I beg, their conditions, check everything very well and make sure that you qualify before you apply. Number 3 on my list is the United Arab Emirates, the UAE, especially Dubai. I'm sure most of you know that. Dubai has one of the most mature digital visa system in the world. And what do I mean by that? See, tourist visas are typically processed between 3 to 5 business days, and even their express visa, very, very fast. Very, very fast. What makes Dubai to stand out is not just speed. Their infrastructure is superb and their system is mobile friendly. So it has their airline options incorporated into it if you want to use their airline, and their visa are designed for high volume business people and tourists. Everyday tourists, you see people going to Dubai, like say they change clothes, piam piam piam. That country don't advance, so it don't advance, wallahi, and people like them because they know they use their country, they play. See, the UAE economy is built around accessibility, and that shows how efficient their visa and processing time is as well. So the second on my list is the Baltic states, aka Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. Now I'm moving gradually into the Schengen zone. Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia are second on my list for a particular reason. Their application volume is very low compared to other major European countries like maybe France, Germany, or Spain. So they usually process fewer applications, which means less backlog, more consistent 15-day processing timeline, and more stable decisions. And according to EU statistics in recent years, their refusal rate is generally very low compared to other Schengen regions. If you're a first-time Schengen visa applicant, or a traveler with a clear itinerary, or someone with well-organized documentation, these 3 countries are a smart entry point for you. But remember that Schengen rule. You have to apply through the country where you will spend most of your time. That is not optional. Otherwise, foul. At number 1 on my list is Iceland. Not because it is the fastest in processing speed or processing time, but because its approval is predictable. That's one of the factors I discussed earlier, if you remember. So you can be sure of their standard processing time, which is the standard 15-day Schengen processing time. Recent EU data shows that refusal rates is around lower refusal digits, or lower single digits, so to speak. Approximately 2 to 3%. That is very, very, very low. Lowest among European countries. So if you're looking to go to Europe, Iceland is your number 1 choice. The probability of approval is very high. The margin is very, very high. And visa probability, as they say, or visa strategy, as they say, predictability is powerful. So that is why Iceland ranks as the strongest overall performer among this list. Now, let me give you a strategic breakdown. If you want fastest digital approval, go for Turkey. If you want strongest tourism infrastructure, go for UAE. If you want simplest tourist access, go for Thailand. If you want smartest Schengen strategy, the Baltic states. If you want highest approval confidence, Iceland. Different travelers, different strategy, right? Things every traveler should understand. Fast does not mean a guarantee visa. Documentation quality matters more than embassy choice. Digital system will always reduce delay times. So take note of all these things and make your choice. But eligibility rules will still apply. Schengen application must follow their rules, and never ever book a non-refundable flight when your visa is not yet approved. Otherwise, otilo. So the 2026 global movement is not about where you want to go. It is about where you can enter easily without hustles. So the travelers who move smoothly are not just lucky. They are smart like me, and you too can be smart. If you are planning a trip this year, let me know the country in the comment section and also share your experience, because they say experience is the best teacher. And if you know someone struggling right now with visa issues, please send this video to them. I'm sure they might need it. I will see you in my next video.